The headlines: Owen Arthur sees information technology as Barbados' economic driver. The most expensive property on the West Coast is up for sale. And ticket sales said to be going well as Guyana prepares for its first international cricket in 3 years. Welcome to Nation News for Tuesday, May the 31st, 2016. Thanks so much for joining us. Owen Arthur has identified information and communications technology as a sector that can drive future growth in the economy. The MP for St. Peter and former Prime Minister was given his submission on how to transform an economy that has only now started to show signs of growth after several years of stagnation. In a speech to the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Arthur put forward the idea of a smart cyber city or sort of computer network hub in the Greater Warrens area that would include the UWI at Cave Hill. He said the cyber city would provide state-of-the-art facilities for advanced software promotion and for IT-enabled services on par with the best in the world. Mr. Arthur told business leaders that the transformation of the ICT sector into one of the main pillars of the economy is essential for the growth and transformation of Barbados. He said the Cave Hill campus needs to be rebuilt out as a township and equipped with a science park to serve as the country's link to the global technological community. Local farmers say they are struggling to meet the demand for fresh milk, partly the result of increased visitor arrivals. So they have decided to import between 100 and 150 pregnant cows to try to raise local production as quickly as possible. James Paul, the CEO of the Agricultural Society, said the heifers will be imported under a financing scheme to be implemented by the central bank. They will be distributed among 17 registered dairy farmers. Opposition MP Kerry Simmons has expressed alarm at the findings of the Auditor General on the financing of public enterprises. He said he was particularly upset with the claim that more than $750 million in advances were outstanding to statutory corporations as of March 2015, with no indication that they had the means of repaying. Mr. Simmons told the BLP branch meeting that the Prime Minister and other ministers must account for the money.
Whenever Friend Stewart decides to come to the budget, this is not a time now. I serve notice on him as Prime Minister. Prime Minister, this is not a time for you to be coming to Parliament to give us a lecture in ancient history. This is a time for you to come and explain what part the $765,749,000 that has vanished from the Treasury has gone, and what steps you intend to take to bring disciplinary measures against the Minister of Finance who allowed these things to happen on his watch.
A property described as the most expensive on the market on the West Coast is up for sale. Cove Spring House at the Garden in St. James will set you back about 120 million Barbados dollars. Its tenants have apparently included Prince Harry, Princess Margaret, Mark Wahlberg, Rihanna, Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, Bruce Willis, Rod Stewart and Elton John. Kieran Kelly, chairman of Chesterton's Barbados, which is selling Cove Spring House, said it is now the most expensive property on the West Coast, having overtaken Four Winds House, which was sold at the end of last year. One final thing, if you buy the property, you can rent it out for a cool $50,000 per night. Now, as you know, the entry of sandals in the Barbados market was not without controversy, given the lavish concessions the Jamaica-based international resort chain received. But chairman of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., Alvin German, says the presence of sandals has been positive, with the country receiving tremendous exposure as a result.
Sandals launched 2 years ago. I walked into World Travel Market in London, and as you entered the arena, there was this huge banner right across the entrance that said, it didn't say Sandals, it said Barbados. And then Sandals was back on at the bottom. Now, immediately, Barbados got so much more mileage out of the fact that that was a Sandals paid banner. Sandals is in the market almost everywhere. When Sandals promote Sandals, Barbados gets promoted at the same time.
Senator Harcourt Husbands has told students of his old primary school that they should start thinking about a career from early. The Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education was addressing Careers Fair at the Wesley Hall Junior School.
It's never too early to talk about a career. You have to be thinking now about what you want to do when you leave school. Maybe your mind will change a little later, but certainly at this stage, it is never too early to be thinking about what you want to do when you leave school, because those years are going to fly by extremely quickly.
The Careers Fair was held under the theme, Pride in Industry, Productivity is Everyone's Responsibility. Among the organizations on show were the Police Force Invest Barbados, the Nation Publishing Company, and the Water Authority. Sport now. West Indies coach Phil Simmons says his team wants to win the Tri-Nation Series, also involving South Africa and Australia, that starts in Guyana on Friday. The squad is without a Guyanese, but reports from Georgetown say ticket sales have been going well. It will be the country's first taste of international cricket for more than 3 years, partly the result of disorder in the administration of the game there. Guyana, St. Kitts and Barbados will each host 3 day and night matches, with the final being held at Kensington Oval on June the 24th. And finally, an Indian toddler has developed sexual urges and pubic hair as a result of a rare condition. Testosterone in the Delhi-born 1-year-old, dubbed Akash, to protect his identity, has rocketed to the level of a 25-year-old, and symptoms of his rare condition, called precocious puberty, have resulted in him growing facial and body hair, as well as developing sexual urges and a penis of a man's size. He's been put on hormonal treatment until he is mentally stable enough to grasp the changes in his body. And that's Nation News for Tuesday. For more news, log on to nationnews.com and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And remember to pick up your Midweek Nation on Wednesday or subscribe to our e-paper. Thanks for joining us.